Hey, Frontline fans! Welcome back to Comic Frontline and Fans. You're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do Spider Slayer's Haul, episode number 35. That's right, guys. Wanted to wish everyone a happy late Thanksgiving. Hope everyone enjoyed the holiday. I had a great time. Sorry, I did not have a video last week when it came to the haul, but I was just too busy doing all kinds of crazy holiday things, and the kids were home, and it was just insane at the house. Also, I just want to apologize for maybe a lack of videos for right now through the month of December, as my computer is very unreliable these days. I'll be shooting a video and the video will just freeze as I'm recording it, and so I've been doing more and more videos on my phone and less on the computer. So I'm hopeful that I'm getting a new device on Christmas, so I won't have to go through that nonsense anymore. So with that being said, let's get started with this week's haul, shall we? All right, here we go. So first things first, we have the mysterious black bag of comics. Also, I got this poster for free at the comic book shop. It was a mysterious poster. I took the rubber band off already, and look what you get. Captain America, that's right, with Bucky on there. That is awesome. It's from Tampa Bay Comic-Con. So they had a few of those posters sitting on the counter there. They were free. They were giving them away. So I was like, oh, why not? I had no idea what it was. Looked at it. Captain America. Badass. All right. So let's go into that mysterious black bag. And the first thing we wind up seeing once I get this bag off of them, throwing it on the floor, is everyone's favorite Inhumans vs. X-Men promotional card. Yeah, that starts today. I bought that book. Actually, I can honestly tell you that the last issue, Death of X, I actually enjoyed it. I don't know if you guys did. All right. We also got the free previews guide. And this has some cool things in there. As I was browsing through it a little bit earlier, obviously, it's got Inhumans vs. X-Men issue number 1, which maybe some of you don't care about. But it's got the U.S. Avengers. It showcases a little bit of that book in there. The one that I'm most excited for is the new She-Hulk book, as it has a couple of pages in there, but it doesn't really show all that much, but you get an idea of what the artwork is going to look like in that book. And next we have Guardians of the Galaxy in there as well. But the one thing that I saw in here is that it shows the Fantastic Four, which we haven't seen them in any kind of comic book in a long time. But I'm wondering if this is Ben Grimm having some kind of flashback. So that's kind of interesting as well. Features his Rocket and also Star-Lord in there as well. He's in the in the previews book. So there's a lot of cool stuff in there. Deadpool the Duck, like really, is that necessary? I don't know. Gamora. So a lot of Guardians of the Galaxy. So there's your previews book, free at the local comic book shop. Next thing I wound up getting is this other thing that they were giving away with a purchase, and that was DC #1 Direct Current. And it has in there, expose the nightmare villains behind Justice League versus Suicide Squad. And so this is pretty cool, as it gives you, I guess, some things that are coming out for DC, and it's got cool artwork in here as it features some of the villains most wanted, and goes into their profile pages and little boxes in there. Artwork is awesome. Lobo is back, which I think is pretty cool. We also get this one really badass page in here with Harley that versus Wonder Woman in a prized fight, and it gives you all the stats against each other. That's badass right there. That is cool. It tells you where they're born and their fighting styles and stuff like that. So check that out at your local comic book shop as well. DC Direct Current. All right. And then the next thing I wound up getting is the Image Plus Previews magazine, which features The Walking Dead Here's Negan. This is part number 8 as I continue my coverage on doing each part for Here's Negan. The response has been great for it, so I appreciate everyone who has tuned in and watched those videos in that series. So, and this is really good if you're into independent comics like Image Books. They just got all kinds of cool stuff in there that you can check out and preview. So next, we get into the actual comic books. Look, another previews book. I don't need to share that one. So yeah, when we get into the actual comics, there wasn't that many comics this week. It was a light week. A lot of annuals, things like that. First thing was Superman Annual, issue number 1, as he's doing battle against the Swamp Thing. Have we seen the Swamp Thing since DC Rebirth? I don't think so. So maybe this is a hint towards the future that we will see the Swamp Thing in maybe more books. So again, Superman Annual, issue number 1, for the low price of $4.99. They're going to charge you that $5 price tag where they can, DC, especially since they charge you $2.99 bi-monthly for most of their books. All right, so next we go into more DC. Like I said, annuals are plenty this month or this week, and that is Batman Annual issue number 1. This artwork this time around is done by David Finch in this book, and I really liked his artwork in the first story arc when it came to Gotham Girl and Gotham Boy, or Gotham himself. So really cool in there. It's anxious to see what this annual has to offer for its readers. So this is Batman number 1. All right. Next, from Marvel, we have Guardians of the Galaxy, issue number 14, starring your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I don't know what he's doing in there, but we'll see. With Spider-Man in it, it's going to make for a very interesting issue, I'm sure, and definitely looking forward to it. So, Guardians of the Galaxy, issue 14. All right, next, here it is. You guys have been waiting for this for the last 5 years, haven't you? Inhumans vs. X-Men, issue number 0. The lead-in issue that leads into the battle of the Inhumans versus the X-Men. Who will win? Who will lose? I don't know. It looks like probably the X-Men might win because they're, resurrection, everything. So we'll see what happens there. Like I said earlier, I actually like the last issue with Death of X. I like how Emma Frost is behind the whole war behind the Inhumans, and it wasn't Scott Summers at all because he was dead a long time ago. So Inhumans vs. X-Men, issue number 0. Here's some of the interior artwork. I think it's the same artist that does the Ultimates. So yeah, pretty cool. All right. Next, we have a new book from IDW, and that is Mask, issue number 1. Franchise from the 80s, same time as G.I. Joe and Transformers. So I had to check out this first issue and see what it has to offer. When it comes to the toys, I used to have this one right here in the front cover. That's pretty awesome. So this is Mask, issue number 1. Interior artwork looks pretty cool. What you can expect. I like the little layouts there of the characters' profiles. I love when comics do that, so you get to know the characters a little bit more. So check that out if you guys haven't yet. Next from Marvel Comics is Miss Marvel issue number 13. Miss Marvel back in Jersey, I'm assuming, after her trip away, and getting back on track here and seeing what's going on. Her being the hero makes her feel better. And so, she was trying to find herself. And we'll see what new story has to offer for Miss Marvel. Love the series. One of the best things that has come out of Marvel in recent years. So this is Miss Marvel issue number 13. Next, all new Marvel Now, or Now, whatever, Ghost Rider issue number 1. Robbie Reyes, right, is the Ghost Rider. Obviously, they're going to be pushing this book since it's on the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. right now, and definitely looking forward to this one. The artwork is done by Daniela Baruth, and Felipe Smith is the writer. Trying to get a glimpse in here of, here's your art, trying to see if we can get a glimpse of the way Ghost Rider looks, but this is the way Amadeus Cho looks. It doesn't look like too menacing for a Hulk, does he? Here's some darker pages in here with the Ghost Rider. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to it. Here's your page with him in there. So we'll see what this has to offer. I like the Secret Wars Ghost Rider. That was a great mini-series, and can't wait to see what this has to offer. So Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider, issue 1. All right, next, probably the final chapter in this story arc, I think, and this is Saga chapter number 40. God, I always forget what goes on in Saga because it's such an in-depth book, and I forget. And I just know it's a good story. It doesn't come out as frequently as I think it should. But they're still on that comet trying to get fuel and whatnot. The Will got fired from his job. So yeah, interesting stuff. So this is Saga Chapter 40. All right. Next, the Totally Awesome Hulk, issue number 12, as he's still fighting the Black Panther. So nothing much I felt has been going on too much. It's still tying into Civil War. Not really much forward momentum or direction with the character because, again, it's all tying into that Civil War stuff. The last issue was just rough. Haven't been a fan of this recently, but we'll see what happens with it. So this is issue number 12. And last but not least, fans, we have issue number 3 of Spider-Man 2099. I have issue number 1. I don't have 2, but now I have issue number 3. This was just there at the comic book shop and in a bin where I looked at Spider-Man 2099, and this was the only old issue that they had. So for $3, I decided to pick it up to add to my Spider-Man collection. Couldn't be more happier with that. And then last but not least, of course, we got the all-exciting bags and boards. Whoa! Can't go without those, can ya? So, guys, there you have it. There is the haul for the week. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. Now it's your turn in the comments below. Tell me which books you bought this week, which ones you're most excited for, which ones you're not so excited for. And, fans, as always, thank you for watching Comic Frontline. Don't forget to check out our live show each and every Tuesday night, 9:30, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, when Google is not having problems. And don't forget to check out all the other Frontliners comic book reviews and hauls. And also, most importantly, please don't forget to check out comicfrontline.com for all kinds of great news articles and all kinds of other info that you want to know about comic books and movie-related stuff. So again, guys, thank you for watching. And this is Mike Spicer signing off. Take care. Bye.